Welcome back, mates. Crypto Leverage Trading Group. Everyone's doing well. Thursday morning, 9 a.m. Here we go. Eastern Standard Time here in the U.S. Alberta's doing well. Make sure you check out the updates in the Discord. Make sure you understand that one Discord, the free Discord that's been around, it's got about 500 or so members in it, will be going away December 31st. So understand that. Make sure you do your own due diligence. Make sure you determine whether or not you want to join our premium group on a monthly basis, just as a Discord member or as a trading partner member in that group for 2022. So as I said before in other videos, if you're not going to join us in 2022, I wish you well. I hope you do really very well in the crypto markets in 2022. We're just kind of retooling and reformulating what we've got here after the last 2 years. And we're taking a look at Solana right now. Really, was really glad to see what's happened in the last 24 to 40 hours in Solana, to be honest. And once it broke that 180 level, that's when I was very concerned, obviously, with leverage trades being short here. That occurred here. This is the 180 channel right here, where you had that critical support. You've had it for a while. You can kind of see here on these wicks where it kind of tapped into that zone, but it had kind of pushed out. It basically became on your IO map. It basically became a huge barrier. We look at supply and demand barriers. So that was our big support zone. And while we kept playing that bounce off of that with leverage trades, right? Once it broke it, that's when Solana was in trouble, okay? And so you had Solana move down to like the 140 channel, okay, before now coming roaring back, okay? She is trading at 186.13 at the moment, a little bit after 9 a.m. And so that tells you that it's bounced completely off of the zone here, back above the old support zone. So it wasn't even as if this was flipped to resistance, okay? So basically, you had the flash crash last week. You had all that stuff. You had basically descending triangles in Bitcoin, descending triangles in Ethereum. You basically had all the altcoins being pushed down lower and lower, right? Most of them breaking through their RSI average barriers on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis, okay? So you had these follow back down in the below 30 to 20 to 30 range on the RSI signal index, right? So those are buying opportunities, right? This is what we said here. Look, we had this level down here in the 120 zone that we knew, okay? So we knew we kind of had a little bit of underlying support below 140 should we break 140, okay? The reason why we looked at 140 was right here, okay? You guys get that, right? That was the lowest level before this trend, okay? This uptrend in Solana, which took it all the way to 260. You can see that top end right here. Pretty easy to see that. You see the bottom end more or less here, weak, but still exists. That was more of a solid one. And you got it further back down here, obviously below 100. Because the massive move that Solana began in Q3 into Q4, right? Running all the way up from below $50 all the way to 260. Okay? Massive run. Millions of dollars were made in Solana in Q3, Q4. Don't let anybody kid you. Okay? Millions. There are two altcoins right now that still do not get talked about as much as they should get talked about, that they're in the top. They're in the top 50 market caps, okay? Based on what is happening, okay, on the ground or on the block, okay, with what's happening with dApps and developments going on. One is Solana. Even with that meteoric rise from less than 20 last year, okay, to 260, right? Still doesn't get its due. It really doesn't. A lot more people are talking about it. Avalanche, AVAX, is number 2, okay? Both of them exploded in Q3, Q4. But if you look at the Twitter, and if you look at social media, and if you look at articles, and if you look at that social media matrix of all that stuff, they really still lag, okay? A lot of other coins that have not performed nearly as well, okay? Dogecoin, prime example. Meme coins, NFT coins get far more, okay, press and coverage than, say, Solana does with all of its dApps, including NFTs, with all of its dApp potential, as well as Avalanche with its bridge stuff. So it's interesting. But that's where we are for Solana. It's bottomed out now. It's taking back off.